Do you hate the soulless opening known as the Queen's Gambit? Do you lose every single time some sacrilegious player uses it on you? Well, here's how to get them back in an even more hideous way. We start at the opening position for the Queen's Gambit, and instead of playing a move any sane player would play, we play e5. They take the free pawn, and you push pawn to d4. We'll come back to this position later for more lines, but for now let's say they play pawn e3 to remove the pawn. Bishop check. We already have a 60% chance of winning. They block with bishop. It's the same thing if they block with knight. Take the pawn on e3, and this is where we set the trap. Most players won't fall for this, but if they take your hanging bishop, we take the pawn on f2 with check. If they move their king to e2, we take the knight on g1 and promote to a knight. If they go back to e1, queen h4 check. If they block with pawn, you win their rook. But if they move their king, we just play the game as normal with the crippling space advantage and being up a knight. If they are a sociopath and take the pawn, take the free queen. Now if they didn't take the bishop, and they take the pawn instead, we play queen h4 check. If they play king e2, then we continue to harass the king with checks, and then play improving moves, and we have a 70% chance of winning. If they block with the pawn, then play queen e4 to threaten to rook, and after they block, trade bishops or queen trade if they block with queen. After that, take the pawn on e3 if they took back the bishop with the knight, and queen trade or prepare to castle if they took back with queen. Now back to the start. If instead of pushing their pawn to e3 they play knight f3, play knight to c6. After this they will either bring out their bishop or play e3. If they play e3, continue with the slightly modified plan as shown, and you'll have a slightly better position with the dust settles. Lastly, if they bring out their bishop to threaten your queen, block the threat with your pawn, and they must retreat their bishop. Bring out your light squared bishop and play improving moves. At any point if they try to put their queen on a4 to fork your bishop and king, play knight c6 to defend the bishop and block the check. This opening is so broken and so underplayed, not to mention every time it's been played at above 2000 elo, black has won. Wow, we finished so fast. We even have time for you to hit the subscribe button. If you want to download the file for the lines I used and experiment with them, check the description below.